Hey there YouTube, this is Silly Willy coming at you with another drawing tutorial. That's right, and today we're going to go ahead with our good pal, Zack. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only director behind many Bad Banana films. Let's get started right away with our good pal, Zack. And I think we'll go ahead and start with the frames of his glasses, because they are literal frames, but also ones that kind of frame his face and help us get our proportions correct right off the bat. Gonna go ahead and retrace this to get some extra thickness on them, just like that. Yeah, retracing, and that's exactly how you want to go about it. And now we'll go ahead. Frames are holding his eyes there, and I'd argue that eyes are the window to the soul here. Zack's definitely got like a bit of a glazed gaze. What kind of looks like he's staring into your soul a little bit, but in a good way, you know, like kind of like mysterious, a little erotic perhaps. But yes, with that in mind, we just got to make sure we really capture his pretty eyes here, just like that. And you can notice his little folds here are actually going slightly over his frames, almost like the glasses themselves are looking down at you and his eyes are just projections of the glass. And with that being said, we'll go ahead and get onto the bushy eyebrows here. Some pretty rugged eyebrows here, nice and, you know, a nice and stern expression a little bit. That kind of complements this soul gaze he's got going on here. Yes, perfect. That is great. And then we'll go ahead and get those nice big old pupils that, like I said, are kind of just looking right into you. Yes, and with that, we just kind of start to work our way out. We'll go ahead and get on the nose. He's kind of got like this sort of squared off nose a little bit. I think that's kind of like a typical American nose, you know? Your nose? Haha. Yes, just like that. And now we'll go ahead and get the outline of his face, starting from the bottom. I'd like to think he has a pretty rounded off face, you know, with a slight point in the chin there. So that's what we'll go ahead and do. But first, before we move our way up here, we got to add this nice lovely tuft of hair that he has. This is a definite Zack tuft for sure, and we want to go ahead and capture that Zack tuft because it's a classic look that just says, yes, I am Zack and I have a tuft of hair right here, and it's very tufty. So there we go. And let the hair kind of fall down here. Yes, and then we'll add some detail waves with a little bit of a thinner brush, just like so, kind of letting the direction of his hair kind of speak with these few strokes here. And now we move on to these lips. They're not too robust, not too plump and juicy, but I'd say just right. I think Zack's lips are great the way they are. Kind of want to just go up and smooch them, know what I mean? And then kind of just this blank expression. Got to make sure the actual lip hole, the mouth, is a straight line. Kind of not expressing emotion one way or another. Just kind of like, you know, saying, hey, I'm Zack. And now we'll go ahead and get this facial hair. It's growing quite some facial hair here in this image. It was actually due to the fact that he didn't have to go out too much, you know. Why bother shaving when you don't need to look good for no one, right? I respect that choice. So we'll go ahead and get a couple giblets of hair here, and you know, we don't have to get every single fiber on his being, just enough for the brain to understand, oh yeah, he's got some scruff going. And with that, we'll go ahead and color the top hair as well, just like this. It's kind of fun. Oh, whoa. Zack almost turned into a chocolate man on us, almost went blackface. But we can fix that. Easy peasy. Get over here too. Kind of try and fill all this. We don't have to be perfect with filling in those eyebrows. There we go. So now, at this point, I'd say we're pretty much done with the face. And now this is the part where we get to some artistic interpretation. Starting with the fact that I see right here, Zack actually has some sort of Spider-Man pillow or headrest or blanket maybe even, that's like folded up. So I think we should demonstrate through the art that maybe Zack has some sort of deep desire to be Spider-Man himself. So we'll go ahead and get to that. So we're actually going to draw his torso here to be Spider-Man. So we'll kind of have him in a bit of an action pose here, sort of saying, hey, I'm Zack, but deep down I'm Spider-Man. This is my dream, this is my life, this is who I am. And you know, most people wearing like spandex, you know, that you can kind of see some sort of details, but many studies have suggested that Zack does not have any genitalia, so I'm actually not going to show any bulge or anything down there because I simply believe these studies and can claim it to be true that he does indeed not have any genitalia. So it's going to be all smooth skin down there. But we will go ahead and finish adding some webbing to his spider suit, just like this. Simple. Again, we don't have to be too perfect here. It's sort of an artistic, loose interpretation, kind of like an absurd dreamscape, you know, where not all the details are perfectly filled in, if that makes sense. I think that's just how Zack would want to approach it. I think in his mind, this is how he sees himself for sure. So yeah, there we go. He's got a little spider, and I think he ought to be shooting a little spider web, just like that. Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. And we'll go ahead. Let's see, what's Zack gonna say? We gotta go ahead and do a little action bubble, like in an action comic, you know. We'll have him be saying, let's see, I genuinely believe in the grace of Froggy. Yes, Froggyism, best religion there is, and thanks to our firm messiah, Froggy, we are able to achieve our dreams. And I think Zack would attest to that if he were here today. In fact, it's like he is here, really. I mean, look at this artistic interpretation of him. It's like he's here in the room with me, just jumping out of the screen. And with that, we gotta go ahead and get his deep hazel eyes. I almost forgot about that. The ones I described as sort of looking into your soul, shark eyes. Oh yeah, that's where it's at. So yeah, with that, I'd say we're pretty much done. But for all of my extra Zack heads, all the fanatics who want to earn some extra Zack points for special treatments, we'll go ahead and do a little nod for the fans. He's holding a loaf of bread, alluding to the fact that he is the director and star of the film Bread Boy, which is a short film you can watch right here on the Silly Willy YouTube channel. Great stuff, great content, great character. And I say we essentially have captured the true spirit of Zack here. I mean, this is just everything you need right here. And with that, we'll go ahead and write his name, and then my name to signify it's an art by me. And with that, dear children, we are done, and you have drawn your very own Zack. I will catch you on the later.